Okay, hello, and welcome to Animaechan. Today I'm going to watch Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 8. It's called Assassin's Bullet. So, that sounds... someone's gonna die. Assassin. Who will be assassinated? Oh, it could literally be anyone. Anyway, before I get started, I have started saying this little disclaimer at the beginning of the videos. The way that I do reactions is similar to how I read a book. You know, this is my experience. So sometimes if I need to close the book or pause the episode to express a thought or a feeling, or take a moment to just let sink in what happened before going on to what's happening next, I will do that. And if you don't like that kind of reaction, it would be best for you to leave now. Also, before I get started, in the review video, which I watch the episode and then I do the review, right? Usually, if the episode was like very emotional or something, then I might not feel like reviewing and I'll keep it for the next week. But I'll probably do a review afterwards. And in today's review, there is a clip I want you guys to watch. Whether you care about my review or not, please watch this clip. I think it's very, very interesting. If you make time for that. One thing that I've realized is, you know, a lot of people comment without having listened to my review, and that's fine. You don't have to make time for my review. Like, no one's gonna force you to. But I don't like it when people don't listen to me and then they comment on like a word I used in the reaction, and then in the review I expand on that thought. Sometimes I realize, oh, I said that I was emotive or emotional in that moment. Like, when I unpack it, this is actually what I think. So I don't like when people comment and say things that are out of context, and because a lot of people don't listen to the review and then they just watch the reaction and read the pinned comment, the top voted comments, and that's fine, you can do that, but I don't like when it misrepresents me, when I take the time and effort to go into detail on my thoughts and to correct myself if I used a word wrong, you know, because I do that. So I just wanted to make sure that you know about that. I already talked a lot, but let's go. Honko is in the next room playing a game. I don't know what he's playing, but the audio should be loud enough for you not to hear it. It's definitely loud enough for me not to hear it. Damn, they waste no time. But he saved him. Yep. You know. It's minimal compared to their losses. Honestly, their very first battle in this war, and this is what they did. Oh, these three. That's such a nice visual. They've been together so long. Oh, no! When I was like 7 or 8, my dad is a train driver, right? One time I went with him to work, and as we were leaving a station or something, it's not people transport trains, it's like coal transport trains, and we were leaving a certain place. The train was gaining momentum. I remember looking at the window, and there were a bunch of like kids-ish, like maybe teenagers, I don't know, but I was younger than them for sure, and I was waving at them because like this was exciting to me, my first time on a train. And then my dad's assistant tackled me to the ground and quickly got up and started closing the window, and it was because those kids were like gonna throw rocks at the window, and then they did, like just a little bit too late. And like that rock would have smashed me in my face. I mean, it would have survived, but I get that same feeling here. Like they're all chilled, hugging in front of an open door with literal so much going on below them. And we saw Gabi running with a freaking rifle, so... One of those three. It does feel that way, doesn't it? And I knew that. Your family. I mean, I can't help but think, you know, her family was there just like Aaron's family got trampled or eaten. I understand the difference between, well, Aaron's mother didn't know anything about the outside world. And neither do her family. You know, thinking bad things about other people you've never seen because you were taught to think bad things, that's not a crime punishable like, oh, it's fine for them to die because, well, they thought bad things. Really? Like, I understand that you, for example, when the 4 kids or however many were sent by the adults to Paradis Island, they went and as they got closer and to this whole thing that they were going to do, they were planning to do, they were told to do, as they got closer, they started doubting. Marcel, Annie, we saw them doubt whether or not this would work, whether or not they wanted to do it, should they turn back, all of these kinds of things. So we saw as they got closer to actually taking action, we saw them doubt themselves, okay? Because we can understand why they thought that what they were doing is right, but as they got closer, they started doubting. And like I've said in the past, you know, after learning everything, I can even understand the first time doing what they did. Yeah, they could have done better things, like sneaking into that world and seeing what it's like before just killing a bunch of people. But let's say they were told that there's monsters and they believed it, and they went the first time they did it, but then they lived with them for 3 years inside the walls, and that's why the second time that they tried to do it and everything from there, like, that to me is unforgivable, inexcusable. But up until the first time they did it, they were taught to believe these things, and I understand that, even though we do see them doubting themselves, which is what any, in my opinion, rational human being would do. I wish Marcel didn't die. Holy shit. But anyway, so my point is just, what frustrates me about the comments is people justify her parents dying or her family, people she loved, because all of the people that lived there, they were taught to believe these things about this faraway land with these faraway people. How does thinking bad things make it okay to murder you? Like, what kind of world? Like, there are so many comments we have to take down because it's just like, it's psychotic for people to say, like, I'm sure we screenshotted some. There's like one in my notes. I'll maybe go into more detail in my review, but how can you be against what happened inside the walls, what Reiner and them did, but this to you is fine just because, well, these people thought badly of those people because they were taught to. They never did anything. I don't blame her for going after them in this moment, because I also didn't blame, you know, Aaron and them for fighting back against Reiner, because that was self-defense. Innocent people died here. I understand her anger. I understand her wanting to fight the people here that did the bad things. The problem would be if she now goes to the island, sees good people living there, and still just kills all of them. But oh, that guy's gonna die. Is she gonna? She's gonna.
繋がってる。島の悪魔を皆殺しにする。お前が殺されるだけだ、バカ！今は勝てなくても、みんなが私の思いを継いでくれるでしょう。お前がガビを救い出すんだ。
Oh, both of them. They're gonna be captured.
なんで？鎧の巨人を継承するのは俺だ。何か音がしましたよ。
Oh, who? Oh.
Sasha!